Perhaps we go back to the case of Julian, and especially as for me as a journalist and for you as an artist. Why is it so important for us building this solidarity to fight for free speech and the release of the WikiLeaks founder?
Because we're human beings, and all human beings on this planet are our brothers and sisters. And we so badly need brave whistleblowers like Chelsea Manning and Edward Snowden, who were the whistleblowers, if you like, and in the past, Daniel Ellsberg, and so on. And there are many, many others, John Kiriakou, blah, blah, blah. I could go on and on. To be brave enough to stand up to the ruling class and to stand up to government and say the people have a right to know what's going on. Okay, and the government is quite clear, certainly the US government and the UK government, the two governments I know best, are completely clear in their position, which is, no, they don't. We know better than all of you. We don't care what you think. And we don't want people like Julian Assange figuring out how to find things out about what's going on. So we're going to kill him. That's basically the picture. So we, you and I, all the human beings on this earth, it is hugely important for us to link arms and stand shoulder to shoulder and say, no, nada más. No, you will not kill our brother Julian Assange. We need him. If you weren't so crazy, certifiably lunatic, sociopathic, omnicidal morons, you would see it yourself. But you're so bound up in power and profit that you can't actually view your or anyone else's humanity or capacity to act out of love rather than out of moves to gain more power or make more profit. It's quite simple, really. Mm-hmm. I'm, if there's a glimmer of light at the end of the tunnel, it is that the numbers of people who are opposing the ruling class now are growing day by day, but they're growing exponentially. We're seeing. I'm quite active in the Free Palestine movement, and the change that we're seeing all the time now is huge. It started off with a few people here and there. Even I didn't join it until 16 years ago, I joined it. And I was late, and I admit it. It took a while for my eyes to open, but they did then, and I've been involved ever since. And what's just happened in the last week with them killing the American Palestinian journalist in Jenin, and the response of the IDF and the occupying forces to it has, I think, been, obviously it's tragic. That great woman, another great journalist, murdered in cold blood, in broad daylight by the Israeli army. Well, hopefully Israel is going to pay in PR terms for that, because if they don't, what are we doing here on this planet? Maybe we should throw our hands up in the air and say, okay, destroy it. Come on, let's blow it up. Or let's allow climate change to destroy it, because that's what they're doing, the governments. They're working in cahoots with the oligarchs so that they can keep the profits pouring in. A lot of them, I know I sound like a broken record, but a lot of them, a lot of the profits coming through the armaments industries, where huge amounts of money are made. It's like the armaments industry and to live in an act of perpetual war is a perfect way for the ruling class to steal money from the poor, i.e. anybody who pays a penny in tax, and give it to the rich. It's the exact opposite of the Robin Hood syndrome, who used to steal from the rich to give to the poor. They do exactly the opposite. And they sell this idea. Well, they don't express that idea, but they get away with it using this enormously powerful system of propaganda that's called the mainstream media, that never deviates from the party line.